bits of macaroni. Look at those. Let's get a bit of a close-up on that. Wow, those look good. What is going on, Vegan Food Explorers? I am your Vegan Food Explorer, and I've got a cracking video for you today. We're going to be reviewing new products, brand spanking new products from the famous vegan brand White Rabbit. Their new range of ready meals. We have got all of them and we're going to be trying them. We're going to start with an absolute classic, the Lasagne Al Forno, which continues that Italian heritage and style. I've just checked there, they all say that authentic Italian on there. So this is Lasagne Al Forno. It is lentil chickpea ragu, gluten-free lasagna, vegan bechamel, and gluten-free breadcrumbs. Oh, oven cooked in just 15 minutes. So let's have a look at the packaging. And then let's take it off. So these are 100% vegan and they're gluten-free, which is pretty cool. So I'm gonna say, it doesn't look super appetizing there, but I'm sure it is. I mean, lasagnas, when they're packaged up, don't always look super appetizing, but I think it's gonna be really, really great. Calorie-wise, all of these are roughly about in the 500, 525, 500-ish, around that ballpark calories. So this is, could be a meal for one, could be a split with maybe some garlic bread or some salad. Pretty good size, I would say. Not too big, not too small. I think that's pretty good. Let's go through the next one. Next one is Tagliatelle Bolognese. We're trying to decide which ones we wanted. We're most excited about trying. I think this has got to be it. So have a look at that. That looks absolutely epic. It's lentils, chickpea ragu, gluten-free tagliatelle. So it looks really nice. Again, gluten-free. It must have gluten-free pasta in there. Really, really nice. This one's going to be interesting as well because the other one we're going to get to, are oven cooked. This one's microwave. We recently got rid of our microwave because it exploded. So we're going to cook this in the oven, or on the hob actually, sorry. So it should be fine, but we'll keep that in mind when we're tasting it. And then finally, the piece de resistance, that's how you say it. White Rabbit Macaroni Gratin. This is a plant-based sauce, gluten-free macaroni pasta, and gluten-free breadcrumbs. Have a look at that. Okay, I changed it. Maybe that's the one I'm most looking forward to. That looks awesome. Really, really nice. That looks great. Really good. So this, I believe, is also oven cooked. I think so, yeah. It says dairy-free, gluten-free, everything. And interestingly, we were just reading an article about how the White Rabbit founders met. Apparently they met whilst working at a pub called the White Rabbit, and they found, I think this is a story, it's something along these lines, that they were finding that there were loads of different requests for gluten-free, dairy-free, vegan pizzas. So I guess they put two and two together and made their own brand, which has been massively successful in their rollout across so many different supermarkets. And from the face of it, it looks like they were doing really, really well, and now expanding to this. Really nice. And I think definitely their pizzas are really delicious. You can just taste there's been a lot of care put into them. So I'm really hoping that their ready meals match those as well. So we've done flavors, we've done ingredients. We haven't looked at proper ingredients. The ingredients, I assume, yeah, there's a lot of soy in here. Then you're going to have obviously the tomatoes, things like that. Yeah, soybeans. I think I saw soybeans in almost all of them. Not in this one. Not in the tagliatelle. Yeah, but then some soy liquid. So that is in the sauce in that. So a lot of soy in there. So I assume, yeah, that's quite interesting. Price wise, that is the next most important thing. So these are all on an introductory offer. We bought them from Sainsbury's and they're £4. So £4, when it first said it, I was like, ooh, that's quite expensive. Is it? I would say it's more expensive than, say, your dirt cheap, your basics, ready meal. But £4 for a brand new product from, I would say these are quite a premium brand. I don't think it's terrible. I personally wouldn't like it if they went over £5. I think that then gets pretty pricey. But in the £4 range, I'd be very interested to track that once it's not on introductory pricing, because I think £4, it is, pushing it. this isn't, if you're tight up on, if I was tight up on money, which I definitely have been in my life, then I would probably not buy these, or maybe buy them as a treat, it depends. But if you can afford it, then I think these are definitely, it's not outrageous for what you're getting. Hopefully, it all relies on the taste. But at the moment, reading the brand, the packaging, looking at the ingredients, I think that's fair. So let's get them into the oven and the non-microwave. We're going to have to do a bit of a homemade microwave situation there. We'll do a bit of a video, hopefully, of getting them out, and then we'll see you in the vegan food exploring tasting session. See you in a second. Okay, first one's out of the frying pan, and it is the Tagliatelle Bolognese. I'm not going to lie to you, so this is the one that was supposed to be in the microwave. I'm going to be completely honest, and we did it on the hob. Looks not as appetizing as I was expecting. It's definitely broken up. I don't think that was just because it was in the hob. It could have factored into it, but it was a real solid chunk when we took it out. So I don't know if it would have helped that much being in a microwave, but we've even put a nice little bit of garnish on there, which just makes all the difference, doesn't it? So, colour-wise, looks vibrant, looks nice. As I said, the tagliatelle has broken up, but I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt because we did it on the hob. Aroma, smells good. Smells like, I can taste that ragu. It's something about ragu. It's very, very distinctive, isn't it? Anyway, let's have a little try of it. Actually, really impressive. I was a bit nervous because I do like White Rabbit brand quite a lot. And I just thought it looked a bit odd, but that is seriously good, actually. Also with the price, I was also questioning it, but that is really nice. Really, really nice, actually. I was only going to have one spoonful, and I really wanted to have more. There was a bit of oil on the bottom of the packaging, and you can really taste that. It's so nice. Excuse me. Really smooth, creamy I think is the word. Very, almost buttery, silky smooth. The pasta is delicious. I think if it hadn't broken apart, like we said, if we'd done it in the microwave, would have been even better. But so good, so good. Okay, look at that, top marks. The only mark I could possibly give down is the look. I'm going to blame myself for that, for not having a microwave. So that is really, really good. 100% recommend that. Even recommend adding the little garnish. Just makes it perfect. Right, we're out of the gates with one, top marks. We've got a few more minutes in the oven for the remaining, so I'll catch up with you then. Right, the two oven dishes are out and they are ready to go. I have to say, it was a bit of a nightmare getting them out of the pots, and also getting the film off was a complete nightmare. So, not a fan of that. But they are now out, and I think they look much, much better than the tagliatelle. We've even added our obligatory basil bit on the top, so you know they're going to be good. So, let's start with the Macaroni Gratin. Looks pretty good. It looked very dry in the pack, looked really, really dry, but it's come out and the sauce has definitely kind of matured, kind of mixed around, so I think that's going to be really nice. Looking forward to trying that in a second. Then we've got our Lasagne Al Forno. I would say this is the all-time classic Italian dish. Maybe even more than a pizza. No, I think pizza's probably got it nicked, but then the lasagna, surely. So, looks-wise, I'm not too sure. It looks a bit like it's kind of dropped from about a foot onto the plate. But it is a ready meal at the end of the day, so we've got to give them that. But it's all in the taste. I do not care if it looks like that, but tastes amazing, then it all is good in my world. Right, let's get to the taste test. Here we go. This is it. I'm so excited. I'm also quite hungry because these are actually my dinner. So, we had the tagliatelle as a starter. Now we're going to crack on with the Macaroni Gratin. As I said, oh yeah, it's a bit more moist. It's got real nice crisp on the top, actually. Really nice. And then these bits of macaroni, look at those. Let's get a bit of a close-up on that. Wow, those look good. Really long. They kind of come uncurled now, so should be nice. Okay, I'm going to go in for the taste. Really nice. Really, really nice. Not dry at all. Very moist, actually. but it's a classic, and this is the beauty of doing it in the oven. You've got that almost rock, you can hear that very, very crisp on the top and then juicy, cheesy on the inside. I'm really pleased because I'm not a massive like mega cheesehead, but I do like cheese, but I like it to be quite subtle, and they've definitely done the job there. You can see that it's almost like golden. It's just kind of kissed with cheese. It is seriously nice. I would say I prefer this actually. The tagliatelle, really nice. And now we get to it. So I've had a little bit of a rinse the palate out, and I'm really excited for this lasagna. So Lasagne Al Forno. Again, it's got the lentils and chickpea ragu. Really interested to taste this. Okay, let's have a look. Again, the top is quite crispy, just like the macaroni. But you can see already it's going really soft on the inside. Right, I might struggle to do this with a fork, but let's see if we can get a bit from the bit of the center. Okay. Have a look at that. Looks good to me. A few layers there. I think they've kind of been hidden because it got so, it's because it looks a little bit squashed. But actually there are quite a few layers there. Smells really good actually. Let's go. Tastes really authentic actually. Very, the pasta is delicious. Definitely a lot more layers than I had expected actually. I thought there was just maybe 2 or 3. I'd say maybe there is 2 or 3. It feels like more. Feels like a lot more in there and very different because you've got on the top a little bit harder, but on the inside super soft. Then got those layers of ragu inside. It must be this kind of vegan. Oh, it's the what's it called again? The bechamel sauce. Delicious, absolutely delicious. I've got to say, I think my favourite is the macaroni. I think that is an absolute game changer. I think the tagliatelle looked horrendous. Maybe it's because we didn't do it in the microwave, but tastes absolutely amazing. The lasagna, I think, is still really good. Amazing that they can actually do this in a ready meal. Top work. And also it is gluten-free. So that is another thing. Wow. I was just raving about the pasta. It's super soft, delicate. And I would again say it is super smooth. Everything here it has a real smooth taste. That's the only way I can describe it. So I'd say these are absolutely home run. I think there is a little bit of a herb in there that might put some people off it. So I personally, if I was going to go back and have another one, I'd probably pick the gratin. That's my absolute favourite. But for £4, again, £4 is definitely the higher end that I would expect. But I think for £4, really good value, especially as it's about, like we said, 500 calories. So you could have it as a decent, fairly substantial meal for one, or split it in 2, have it with a salad. There's, bread, what are they called? Garlic bread, things like that. I think you would not be disappointed for if you just needed a last minute meal. Keep it in the freezer. If you eat, especially if you had like a gluten-free friend or something like that, you could always know you've got something for really delicious for them to eat when they come around. Or if you're gluten-free as well, it's a great thing to pick up when you're in the supermarket, just need to eat. So thank you for watching. I hope that helps. Which would you choose? Let me know down in the comments below. Which of the 3 are you desperate to try? Which ones would you absolutely not want to try? Let me know. Thank you for watching. We have got absolutely stack loads of content to come. So stay tuned. And of course, we will see you in the next video.